To begin with, the big topic of this unit is about traveling. Let's think about some questions about, have you encountered problems on vacation? Because so far, what we've talked about is our like the enjoyment, the happy things, or like planning for a vacation, other than like the enjoyment or positive aspects of travel. But we know definitely there will be some problems in our trip, right? For example, the aspect of health, accommodations, food, safety. I think language is a common problem for everyone, getting around, costs, and weather. For example, when I was visiting Italy this summer, I was hoping the weather to be really nice, blue sky with white clouds on so that I can get really beautiful photos. But unluckily, it was like raining all the day. And we only had 2 or 3 days to spend in Italy, but it was all raining. So that was a kind of a little bit upset for me. So I want you to recall your memories for your traveling or vacations. What are some problems you've encountered before? And you can think about from this aspects. How about health? Did you get sick while you were on the journey? How about the housing? Anything happened to your like hotel bookings? Food? Can you like, sometimes the taste may not be your favorite of the local foods. And how about language? Getting around, like fitting the overall environment, costs, will it be too expensive? And weather. Think about that, and let's talk about that with our partners. So you're just working with your
Yeah, many times.
How about this summer?
Right now, travel because I will go to Italy.
Yeah.
From next week. In Thanksgiving.
You will go to Italy next week.
Yeah. To meet my friends, and then 29th Friday, I will leave from my friend's house, and then I go around by myself. But my friends told me that on 29th Friday, there is strike. So all transportation will stop. So I can't go anywhere. So
That's a big problem,
yeah.
especially when you're traveling. A lot of sudden things, unexpected things happen. Strike, yes.
In the US too, they have strike, right? In Japan, we don't have strike, so I'm so upset right now. I had that yesterday.
So how were you supported? Like to go to the airport?
Oh, I was supposed to go to many cities or 5 places, but I can't. So I don't know, what should I do?
Okay, you wanna probably get some advice from others?
Yes, and I already booked hotel, yeah, but I can't go there.
You can only cancel
Yeah. Very sad.
that. Absolutely.
What about you?
So I feel like my problem that I had before is I went to Peru. Yeah, like I went to the Cusco. So Cusco is had a very high altitude.
Mhm.
So people when they go there, they will have a strong symptom with the altitude problem. So for me, I have very strong symptom at that moment. But
Dizzy.
yeah, I feel dizzy.
Or disgusting.
I had a little bit discussing, but I don't have any word meeting like at that moment.
Mhm.
But my friends is very like happy.
Your friends was happy.
Yeah, happy.
Okay.
Yeah, he was happy like with the symptom. Like so he went to the emergency. And the doctor said that you have to back to the lower altitude place, like you leave immediately, otherwise you will get some like calcium problem. So he bought the ticket, fly to the Lima immediately at the next day morning. So we separate. So we have 4 people as a group, and in the end, just 2 people, me and another friend, we went to the sports by ourselves, and my other 2 friends, they have strong sympathy. They just had to stay in the Lima to spend the several times later.
Yeah, so your plan was
Yeah, totally changed.
disrupt.
Yeah.
Can we please move our desk forward a little bit? I forgot to. To remind you, please.
Recommend.
Yes. So close.
Yeah. You can say it.
Okay.
Program classes today.
Mhm. Oh, that's good. So you, I heard that Real had some problems in, I think, transportation.
Yeah.
Right? And Kafan used to have problems in health.
Yeah.
Like both are really, how can I say that? Like it's, I will be irritated by that.
Yeah.
Because I am a person who really emphasize planning. Once my plan was messed up, I will be like disappointed a lot. So yeah, it's a good chance for us to talk about that. And let's talk, and let's follow that question by answering, if that problem had not happened to you, how would your trip have been different? We'll talk about, we will talk about the same trip. So for Real, it will be your trip to Italy. And for Kafan, it will be the Real in Peru. If that problem you just talked about had not happened to you, how would your trip have been different? Let's forget about those unhappy or upset memory, and let's imagine how happy our trip would have been if that problem had not happened to us. Okay, think about that for a little bit, and let's share your thought. I don't want to say imagination because I hope that will be true.
I think for me, I would have spent more time with my friends together in 4 people in totally. Because
In total,
in total, I think we would have traveled to the Machu Picchu together. So it was a pity thing for us because we didn't have any photos together at the Machu Picchu. Yeah, only me and another friend. Yeah, so I think if that problem had not happened, that the result would be different totally.
so if that problem had not happened to you, probably your you would have taken some photos with all of the people that
Yeah.
you're traveling.
Yeah, we would have a trip with 4 people together, no 2 people separate.
If there will be not strike next week, I would go to the city of Ferrara where it's World Heritage and San Marino,
Sorry, with what?
San Marino country
Okay,
like this. San Marino, very small country,
Ooh.
like Vatican,
it's like a mountain
maybe.
It's a,
It's
or
Castle?
a castle?
I think
Yeah.
it's kind of
Oh,
castle.
looks
But
like
it's
castle.
a small country.
Mm.
But surrounded
Surrounded by.
Surrounded.
by Italy.
Interesting.
Yeah, I could go there.
You will go there.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope that can be true, but unluckily, it seems like we cannot really change the reality. Okay, now please go to your Google Classroom and find the audio of Cindy and Scott on their week, I think it's week 9. You will find a section named audio, and if you click in it, you will find 2 links up to different audios, right? And please do not open that link now because you're going to listen to different audios with the partners. Do you find that?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Yes,
Hold on a minute, and let's talk about what we will do with that. So as you can see in our Google Classroom, we have 2 audios. One is about Cindy and one is about Scott. And now please listen to, you will listen to an audio. And in the audio, Cindy or Scott talks about the problems they encountered in their vacation or trip. After that, you need to retell what you've heard to your partner. And after that, in the end, you will share the problems encountered by the other one that you didn't hear. Okay? For example, let's say, Real, could you please listen to the problems of Cindy? And come on, you will listen to the story of Scott. Okay, so in the end, come on, whose story you will share with us?
Scott. I listen to Cindy.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
you listen to Cindy and you
Yeah.
need to share the story about Scott. And who did you listen to? Who will you listen to?
city.
You will
Scott?
listen to Scott. And in the end, whose story will you tell us?
Cindy.
Yes, the one who is different from the person you listened to directly. Okay, are we clear about that? Okay, now you may start to listening to the audio, click the link and put on your earphones. So Scott and Cindy, right? Listen to
I will
Scott.
listen to Cindy, Scott. Sorry. You listen to,
Cindy.
okay,
Scott.
Scott.
All right. So, ready? We can take um, seconds or a minute or so to prepare yourself a little bit. To go yourself through the notes that you've taken and be ready to talk about the star to your partners. Before you get into the discussion, may I ask you to record your discussion, just what we did last time? And after that, it will be great if you can airdrop that to me, and I'll upload it, submit it with the class recording for professional use. I appreciate it.
Okay, Scott. Was in Panama City, Panama country, between layover, between flights. About 6 p.m. It was next flight was delayed, so departure gates were very crowded. He is crowded, and he feel very tired. So he escaped that. And then go to departure gate,
Departure.
departure
Departure.
gate.
Departure gate.
Yeah. And then he read, he was reading a book and something. And then feel sick and yeah, it was in last week. He slept. Yeah. When he woke up, nobody there, and he missed that flight. So he will catch up the next morning, the flight. Catch up that flight.
Next one.
Yes. Panama. Next, story.
Now.
Yes.
So, yeah, so Scott, once they go to the home, but the was late, and the delayed, the airport was spotted. Scott hated the slow-day because he was tired, and he went to the departure gate. He went to the departure gate, and he read the books. Unfortunately, he slept at that moment. When he woke up, he found no one over there. Because so he missed the airplane, so he had to take the next airplane the next. Yes.
With the next flight.
That's the point. Yeah, that's the next. So Cindy's problem is Cindy had a business trip. She took the flight. She took the flight to their destination. When she arrived, she feels so tired. She wanted to go. She wanted to
go to bed in a hotel immediately for relax. But there was the one mistake he made. She took the wrong bag because her bag is a black suitcase, which is super normal as other people's suitcase. So when she arrived at the hotel, she took the wrong one. She phoned the she took the phone to the airport to find
She
took the phone.
made a phone call?
Okay.
Okay.
She made a phone call to airplane and for
Airport.
for her suitcase. Luckily, they helped her to find her suitcase. So she had to airport change the suitcase and say sorry with another people. She used to never have she had never she used to never had this situation before.
She didn't used to have that situation.
Oh, she didn't.
Or she
Yeah,
hasn't
she hasn't.
had such.
She hadn't.
situations
Yeah. Oh,
before.
she hadn't has such a situation before.
Okay, let's slow down. She hadn't has,
She hadn't has.
is that correct?
She hadn't had. Yeah. She hadn't had her. She hadn't had this situation before.
Okay. Cindy on the business trip and she got tired, so go to hotel to relax, but she took wrong black suitcase, so she talked about it to reception in the hotel. Airport.
Yeah.
Airport staff.
Yeah, airport stuff.
Okay. And she made phone call to airport about it.
Hmm.
Someone helped her and she got suitcase.
Hmm.
But she had to apologize.
Okay, let's talk about Cindy and Scott together, okay? Misaki, did you finish listening?
Almost finished, but I have maybe 20 seconds.
Okay, let's have you finish that 20 seconds. And after Misaki's listening, we'll do something different. Let's say, so you guys will share about Cindy and Scott, sorry, and we will have Misaki be the judge to see whether you have missed any details or you may, like, you tell something wrong in your story, okay? So Misaki, did you get what you need to do? You will listen to these two gentlemen's description of Cindy and Scott,
Okay.
because you have listened to both of the story, right? And you will listen to their retelling to see whether they meet any details or they have something wrong in their description. Is that correct?
Okay.
Okay. If you're ready, you can start right away.
So,
And please tell us whose story you're telling
I'm gonna tell the story about Scott.
about Scott.
Yeah, about Scott. Scott went to Panama. That complicated.
Okay, sorry to disrupt you. If you're confident enough, I would like to encourage you to get rid of your notes and try to tell us directly,
Mm,
okay? Let's have a
Okay,
try.
good.
Yes, get a read of our notes.
Oh, memories.
Yeah, only rely on your memory. Let's see whether we can do this.
Scott wanted to go to Panama.
Panama?
Sorry, Panama. When he arrived at the airport, he found there were so many people parked over there because the airplane was delayed. He hated the delay, the things happen to himself. So
He did. He hinted,
he hated
yes,
he hate
what's next?
he hated the delayed things.
He hated delay.
He hated delay. So he decided to go to the departure gate and read the book.
Read the book,
And he decided to
go to the departure gate
and read the book.
and read the book.
Decided to read the book.
Alright.
What else?
Sorry.
No problem. But he felt sleepy, so he slept at that time.
He felt. Okay, yeah,
When he woke up, he found the flight had departure. So he had to wait until next morning. For the next
for the next.
for the next. And that's my.
How do you think about that? Anything you wanna add on or anything you wanna correct? Yeah.
I heard. Maybe. No,
Probably the place.
I think he didn't say he hated delay, I'm not sure about that. However, I really remember that he said he hated crowded. Yes. I am not sure that he is in Panama.
Oh, good question.
So
You
it's in
listen to
Panama.
that audio,
I
how do you?
think he said he need to stay one more night in Panama. So I think he was in Panama and he tried to go somewhere.
I remember they said like,
Okay. Are we sure about the answer or let's listen to this audio together? Okay, no problem. It's stop, right?
Two, Scott.
This is kind of a funny story. I was in Panama City and had a layover between flights. I'd arrived at about 6
I was in Panama City. Yeah, it's a good point, Misaki. So he was in Panama City. It's not like he was going to Panama City. What's the second problem that you just said?
He
He did
hated
a delay.
crowded place.
Okay.
p.m. and my flight out wasn't until about 8:30. Well, my flight was delayed and delayed. It got really crowded at the departure gate. I was getting tired and there were so many people around. I hate crowds. So
I
I
hate
went to sit
crowds.
away from the departure gate to escape the crowds. I was reading and feeling drowsy. I wish I'd slept on the flight to Panama. Anyway, the next thing I know, I wake up and there's no one around. The crowd is gone. I'd fallen asleep and missed my flight. They must have made lots of announcements, and I missed them all. Boy, did I feel stupid. I had to stay in Panama City overnight and catch a flight out the next morning.
Okay, he did say, he hates crowds, right? But he didn't say he hates delays directly, but we suppose that, like, I don't think there is someone who loves delay, right? So it's kind of like indirectly, like, suggested, but yes, you're very good at memorizing the details.
I just listened to
It's just now. Yeah, let's listen to Cindy's story.
Okay, Cindy was in business trip and she got tired, so she went to the hotel, but she realized that she had wrong suitcase because it's black, normally black suitcase,
It's just a normal black suitcase.
black suitcase. So she told about the a staff in airport.
She told a staff about that in the airport.
She told about the
She,
she told in airport about that.
or she talked to a staff in the airport about that losing suitcase.
What different those and
Okay, so tell and talk, right? The difference between tell and talk, we say we tell something to somebody,
I think told.
told. Okay, which one do you want to use?
Told.
Okay, let's go with code.
She told in airport about that.
She
And
told in airport about that.
she told about it in airport.
Tell something,
She told the staff.
she,
She told
okay, can I have anyone help to read a little bit?
a staff.
She told us stuff? That sounds,
She
She told about it to the staff in airport.
told into. She told the staff about the mistake.
she told,
Somebody to something.
or she told somebody about something?
Well,
She told something to somebody.
he to do. Oh, help. Help you. About it.
Yeah. He told the stuff about the missing suitcase in the airport.
She told about it.
She told the stuff about that.
She told the staff about that.
Yes, because
In
you
airport.
need to tell to someone, right, about something. You got to have a partner or another person to tell, right? If there is no one listening to you, you are not telling. Correct?
So she told some
About something.
about something. Okay. She told a staff about in airport. Where's in airport? Right. Sentence. In airport. And she made phone call to airport. Again. Someone helped her. Helped her. And she got her suitcase. But she had to say sorry. The time.
Okay, two people who listen to Cindy's story. Do you have any comments?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to add something?
She hadn't had such a situation
She
that
hadn't had such a situation before.
before.
Okay.
I think that's great memory.
Yeah. So nothing to add on, nothing to be corrected.
But she talked with
No.
a staff in airport and
I know, I think after she arrived at the hotel, she realized about that. And then she called the staff in there.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
went picking up the suitcase. So she just talked once.
oh,
Correct. Okay. See, that's a little bit more challenging if we do not look at the notes, right? Okay, based on our memory about these two audios, I believe we have already been really familiar with the content, with the story, right? And I have 4 statements on the slide. Please read through the 4 statements and choose the statements that you think are probably correct. There might be more than one statements that are correct. You can talk to your partners to see whether you guys choose the same one.
Do you know the meaning of the word sound? Like the last sentence in the last sound. I cannot understand the meaning of sound.
Whatever.
Soundly.
Sound.
Sound is
Have you ever listened to that song by Taylor Swift called Safe and Sound? Okay, so safe and sound is a kind of like good wish for someone. If I say I wish you to be safe and sound, that means you're not in danger, you will not suffer from illness, you're at a really peaceful and healthy and positive condition. So soundly is like he slept really good. He wasn't like waked up by any like noise or external factors.
thank you.
He slept soundly.
Which do you think is correct? In my opinion, the second one is maybe correct because Cindy says that was the first time. Isn't actually traveled a lot, or she never lost her baggage in her private trip. So I assume Cindy traveled frequently
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I think thermal, Scott likes peace and the quiet. And he said,
You can assume from the situation, so he ran away from the crowds. So maybe we can say he likes peace and quiet. What do you think?
also, how many character sentences?
More than one.
More
More
than
than
one. Oh, that may be the third one.
You can rely on that. Judgment. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, please finalize your decisions. Get the answers.
Do you agree?
Both. Both one means he should have slept in the airplane to Panama City. If so, I think both.
You can discuss that with your partners.
Have slept. Slept well.
I think maybe not the way to. You just select after.
10 seconds left.
airport.
10,
So he should
9,
the airplane.
7, 6,
Scott likes peace and quiet.
5, 4, 3,
If it's quiet.
Two.
I didn't sleep.
1. Okay, let's start. Can I hear from your answers? What do you think?
Maybe the 2 is correct for sure.
Yeah, two is the correct for sure.
But 3 and 4, we cannot.
Okay, maybe to make some inferences. Some answers are not stated directly.
Yeah, the first one, we can assume that Scott can sleep all the way to Panama City because he gets to sleep maybe everywhere.
Yeah.
However, I do not think that
But
he
still-
said it clearly.
Okay, so 3 and 4. There is correct. There is one that is correct. Which one do you choose?
Then.
Okay, let's please close your eyes, guys. And if you think number 3 is correct, which is Scott likes peace and quiet when he travels, please raise your hand. Okay, please. Okay, please put your down your hand. If you think number 4 is correct, please raise your hand. Okay, could you please open your eyes? All of you agree the third one is correct. So the final answer is 2 and 3. Any objections?
Right. I remember that.
He hates crowds.
Come is the person I listen,
Yes.
right?
The one who sleeps in the airport. Yeah. So you are correct. Number 2 and number 3, they are correct. So 1 and 4 are false. And we can definitely understand why number 1 is false, right? How about number 4? He slept soundly in the airport, not on the flight. So all the way to Panama City, that doesn't sound good. Okay. And we have listened to the problems encountered by Cindy and is that Scott? And let's talk about if that problem hadn't happened to them. How would their trip have been different? I have two scenarios. I mean, if that problem hadn't happened to them, both of them had some problems, right? If that problem hadn't happened to them, how would their trip have been different? I have two scenarios on the board. Rio, could you please help me read this out? Read this too.
If Cindy had a unique, easy to see name tag on her luggage, how would her situation have been different? If Scott had not slept soundly all the way to Panama City, how would his situation have been different?
Yeah, let's change this a little bit to if Scott had not slept soundly in the airport, how would his situation have been different? Okay. Let's talk about this too, situation and your thoughts on that together. Together as group of three, okay? Thank you. Could you please move closer to each other so that we can hear each other clearly?
And if Cindy had a unique identity name tag, she would find our luggage correctly.
You would have found.
She would have. She would
Would have found.
she would have. She would have found our luggage correctly.
Or she wouldn't have lost her luggage at all.
She wouldn't have. She wouldn't have lost her luggage.
Scott had not slept soundly in the airport. He would have. He would have. Had, lighted to the he would have left Panama City.
Yeah.
One day earlier.
Yeah, they would have left Panama City one day earlier, or like as how he planned. Yes, how about you, Rue?
If Cindy had a unique easy to see name tag, she would have under her suitcase and taken a rest in a hotel.
Are taking a rest in the hotel. Oh, good. So Cindy spent a lot of time in finding her luggage back. If that problem hadn't happened to her, she probably would have had more time to take a rest. That's a good point. So my question is that we talk about these two kind of situations for Cindy and Scott. The truth that Cindy has a unique, easy to see name tag on her luggage, is that true or false? Does she have that? No, so that's false, right? If Scott had not slept soundly, so did Scott sleep soundly in the airport? Yes, So this part of the sentence is false, right? So this two is like we are making a hypothesis. We're imagining kind of like some other possible situations that may happen to them. And on the latter half of the sentence, we talked about like what will be that outcome if he or she had done in another way. So it's a sentence that we are practicing right now. It's called if somebody had done something, somebody or something would have done or be doing. It looks, if you just look at this like format or grammar rule directly, it will be so confusing and difficult and boring for us to remember. But if we connect that with the story of Cindy and Scott, we will know that it is talking about hypothetical situations, which is like we assume that happened. It's hypothetical. It's not true. It's something hypothetical situations in the past. Okay, so we are making hypothesis about something in the past that had effects on the more recent past. If we understand that as a timeline, we have past, present, and future. The hypothetical situation is something in the past. And the effects is also in the past, but is closer to the present, right? Because let's say sleep happened, let's say on last day, 7 p.m. and the flight took off at 9 p.m. So the action of missing that flight probably happened at 11 p.m. So 7, 9, 11. We are making hypothetical situation at 7 o'clock, right? Because the truth is like he slept in the airport, but we assume, let's say, what if he didn't sleep then? And effect is on 11 o'clock. It's still in the past, but it's closer to the present. So we're saying that to talk about hypothetical situations in the past that had effects on the more recent past. Any questions so far? Okay. I know it's getting more and more challenging. And let's take a look at another situation about that. Okay, so far we have talked about a lot of things about trips. For example, some like happy things or how do we plan for a trip. But we also talked about some problems that we may encounter on a vacation. Since we have problems, it is natural or like it is possible for us to ask for advice to others. Have you ever given trip advice to others, or have you ever received advice from others? Anything about trip? It can be like a trip of a specific country that that person has visited before. Please recall your memory for vacation, and let's see whether we can guess something interesting.
It's not very interesting, but when I went to Chile as business trip,
Went to
Chile.
Chile. It's like where Matthew is.
Yes, Chile. And I heard from my colleague that Chile is very slow life country. So it takes very long time to give visa to stay
Oh.
there a long time.
Mhm.
So especially the government
Government? Yeah.
is very slow. So I want to apart from Mati, but interest Mati with the advices, something like that. So I gave up to apply visa before my departure. However, they know some very unique way to go to Chile without visa.
Oh,
So,
illegal?
like, no, it's legal,
Okay.
however, like working permit,
I was like,
not
oh,
visa, but just simple, very simple working permit.
so like another document, right?
Yes. So after I arrived in Chile, I applied visa.
Afterwards.
Yes. Yeah, so without that advice, maybe I cannot go to, I couldn't go to Chile.
That's true.
Yeah.
Can I know who gave you that advice? Can I know who gave
My
you that?
colleague.
In college?
Yes.
Did he or she went to go to Chile using the same way?
Yes.
Fine. Oh, that advice really helped you. How about Rio and Kapani? Do you think of it, anything?
I give advice about water in Mexico.
You
Because-
gave advice on water
Yes,
in Mexico?
yes.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Because when I went to Mexico City
Mhm.
and drink water, bottled water, but it was very cheap and I bought the bottle on the street. It's like, um, it's like car shop.
Car shop?
It's like food truck, but it's not food only. I don't know how to say. Car
A truck?
shop by car, truck.
Oh, so they were selling some stuffs
Yeah.
in their own cars.
Like food truck,
Mhm.
food truck.
More
Yeah.
simple one.
Yeah,
Simpler?
they have only water, bottle of water, very cheap, 20 cents. Okay, 30 cents.
Like 1L? 1 liter?
I felt strong stomach ache.
Stomach,
Yeah,
because of that water.
yeah. So I gave that advice to avoid cheap bottled water and any water in restaurants.
Probably that's not
Tap
clean.
water, yeah. In restaurant, tap water is okay, but ice is no good water from
The
hot
ice is
water.
made of
Hot water.
that
So,
unclean
if-
water.
Yeah, so
Okay,
if ice melt, there are many kind of virus.
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 Did you say